Hi everyone, so I'm back to Canada from my vacation to Philippines. I went there for a month, more than a month, and that's a good enough time for me to travel around, see the islands, um, meet up with people, meet up with my cousins, friends that I haven't seen for 10 years. So it's always good to catch up with those people. Um, yeah, the islands are beautiful. We went to El Nido, we went to Puerto Princesa, Palawan, Boracay, and then we went to like historical places in Manila. Um, the um, the experience is beautiful. The experience is amazing. But one thing that I didn't really like is how I was treated back in the Philippines. Prior to going to Philippines, using a washroom was not an issue. I didn't worry about that. But when we when we get to Philippines, me and my sister went to use the bathroom in the airport, and so there was a lined up, and this is only in the Philippines where you can see there's always an attendant in the bathroom. So there was a lineup. Me and my sister went to the lineup and, leaned over to the wall and waited for our turn. And there is this lady wearing a white uniform, and she was just staring at me from head to toe. And she told me in a loud voice saying that, "Oh, sir, the washroom is next door for gentlemen." And I'm like, my eyes went big and my jaw dropped, and I was like, "Are you serious?" So I was trying to pull out my ID because here in Canada, I legally changed my name and my gender marker on my ID. So I was standing there and she was staring at me, and a lot of people are like looking. So I start feeling embarrassed and a little bit like feeling small. But I stood there, and you know what? It's my right to use the female washroom. So when the cubicle was free, she looked at the lady behind me and telling her that, "Oh, yes, ma'am, you can use the cubicle now." So obviously, she doesn't want me to use the washroom. So what I did was I went in and I used it and did my thing and went out. And after I asked her for her name, calmly and nicely. And I said, "Miss, what's your name?" And she turned around and said, "So what now, sir? Didn't I let you use the washroom already? So what else do you need?" So I said, "Well, I just need your name because I'll file a complaint, because you know what? I never felt discriminated like this in Canada." So she turned around and never looked back because she knows that she will be in trouble. So I went out to the information, I filed a complaint, and then the lady standing there was asking what's her name. And I'm like, "Well, I didn't get her name because she turned around and she doesn't want to tell me her name." So we went back to the washroom, me and the lady who's in charge of the information. So we went there and we saw the lady, and then we start telling her that this and that, and she was saying that, oh, she needs to file a complaint also because clients are complaining, why am I in the female's washroom. So I raised my hand and I told her, I said, like, "Well, the question here is, if there is no like if you don't want me to use the female's washroom, is there any gender neutral bathroom that I can use? Or if any transgender passengers come to use the washroom, what are you going to tell them? Are you going to tell, like, especially if they're from other country, like, are you going to tell them to use the male's washroom as well?" Like, that's a big slap in the face. Like, it's very it's shameful to send someone knowing that they no, like, when you look at them, they present themselves as a woman. They have some surgeries done, but you keep insisting using the male pronoun or sir, and keep insisting that they should use the male's washroom. So that was an incident that happened. The second incident happened was me and my cousin went to the mall, and so I guess it is, I don't know, it's very obvious because I'm very tall, like compared to majority of Filipinos, I'm pretty tall. So I even brought like two pairs of heels, but I never got to wear them because, when I was on my flats and I hear people saying like, oh my gosh, she's so tall, she's so tall. So that really made me feel so conscious. So I didn't even wear my heels there. So we went to the mall and started shopping, and I went to like strictly for like a female clothing stores. And this lady, she's very nice and very polite and using the right pronoun. She's very helpful. But then when I went to the changing room to try the clothes, she got so busy. So I went straight to the cash to pay all the items that I want to purchase. And then this lady standing there at the cash next to her manager said, so did you find everything you needed, sir? And I look at her and I said, sir? And I said to the manager, I said, why are the sales lady not using their common sense? Like, if you see a client walked into your store and obviously not biologically female, born biologically female, but she present herself as a woman, she have surgery done, and she's wearing makeup and long hair, so obviously she wants to be referred as a female. But as a respect, just use the female pronoun. The manager said that they want to apologize, and they said that it won't happen again. So I let it pass. So the next day I went back to the same store, brought other set of cousins, and then the lady was there and she came up to me and approached me and apologizing of what happened yesterday. And I said like, that's nothing, like, I'm okay with that, but you just need to make a changes. Like, if a client comes in here, you should be open, like welcome them openly, whatever gender, whatever race they have. Like, you should be open to everyone because you're working in a public place. So the third incident that happened was, we went to my province. There is a well-known touristic spot in Pangasinan, which is called the 100 Islands. So we went there, we rented a boat, and we went island hopping. So basically, when you're moving from one island to another island, it splashes and you get wet and stuff. So everyone's wearing their bathing suits, and I'm wearing my bikini. I'm wearing a two-piece. So we had fun jumping like one island to another, and then when the tour was finished, we went back to the main island and then get ready to change up, wash up, and go home. So I went with my girlfriends and lighting up at the females' rinsing room. So there was the two guys sitting there, an attendant, because you need to pay for like a donation. Like every washroom in the Philippines, you need to put a donation, just to, I guess, to maintain the cleanliness, or just to kind of like they have money to spend when something needs to be fixed. So so I was standing there with my girlfriends and wearing my bikini, and then these two guys were like looking at each other, and I kind of know right away what they're talking about. And so they said that they look at me, I paid the same amount of money like everyone does. So they look at me and they said like, are you going to do your are you using the female's washroom? And I'm like, obviously, like, look at me, I'm wearing bathing suits, you can see I have boobs. If you send me to the male's washroom, I might get harassed there. So they just look at each other and they kind of like don't agree with what I said. But like I said, I stood up there, and it is my right I felt like I am a woman inside. I know people I know people in the Philippines, this is the problem. They don't know what transgender means. They think that if you're gay and you dress up as a woman, you're still gay. You're still a man. Because in the Philippines, gay guys always compete to this pageant. They call it Miss Gay. So they normally, like everyday life, they dress up as like a boy or a little bit like a feminine guy. But when they join the competition, they put their makeup on, their wig on, they wear gowns, and they even wear bathing suits. So I guess that's why people think that it's all the same. Like transgender is the same as the gay guy, but it's not. So I guess it's just that it's lack of education or lack of information. They just need to be more informed about it. And actually, right now, I am looking up to two transgender women that I know I've seen on YouTube, and I'm really, really look up to them. Like one of them is Jenna Rosero. She is a Filipina American supermodel. She is a TED speaker and transgender advocate based in New York City. She is the founder of Gender Proud. I know she went home to Philippines to fight for the LGBT rights. And to be honest, LGBT rights is a human rights. It's we're not asking for a special treatment. We're just asking for the same right as everyone. Also, the other one is Geraldine Roman. She is a Filipino journalist and politician. She is the first openly transgender woman elected to the Congress of the Philippines. She is the one pushing the SOGI equality bill to the Senate. SOGI means sexual orientation and gender identity or expression, or equality bill, also known as the anti-discrimination bill. So please, for all the LGBT people there, and not even the LGBT people, for all the Filipinos, I'm sure that you know someone who's been part of LGBT community. There's no, like, maybe a cousin, a friend, to support them. Like let's try to vote for this SOGI bill, because you don't want your family members or your friends to be treated like that in public, and it is not a good feeling to be humiliated or to be embarrassed in front of everyone. So please, 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 Philippines, wake up, or at least educate yourself or inform yourself with this issue, because we are better than this. Filipinos are known to be intelligent and kind-hearted people, but I'm a Filipino citizen going back home to Philippines. I felt alienated in my own country, and it was not a good feeling. To be honest, I want to go back there to see more islands, but I'm a little bit hesitant because of what will be the treatment that I will get from my country people. So please educate yourself. Please inform yourself with the issue. We're better than this, and please share this video to everyone. Let's support the LGBT community in the Philippines and in the world, all over the world. Let's make a change. It's already 2018. Like, we should have the same rights. We should have not asking for for what rights you have, and we're not having that. So please, please, please share this video. Let's make a change. Like, stand up for someone who's getting bullied or who's getting humiliated in public because of their gender. So thank you for listening. Well, I'll try to edit all the other videos that I have from my trip, and I'll try to upload them as soon as possible. So thank you again for watching. Hopefully you share this video. Hopefully whoever's watching this right now, make a promise to yourself that, even you do one good thing for LGBT community, or for normal, like, for, like, I mean, like, by just doing one good thing a day, well, it's a big thing. So thank you again, and I'll see you on my next video.